Okay, awesome. Atitu, tilahai, tunga sugi, tunga hugi. Welcome everyone to Makutasiatuk Virtual Fitness. Today is day 23. I hope everyone enjoyed that last Friday workout where we hit the abductors and adductors. Really great workout. So today we're going to be going through an upper body workout, focusing specifically on our rhomboids. So just our upper back area, as well as our lower to mid upper back area, which is our lats. So we're really going to be working on everything, getting some shoulder rotation in there as well. So before we get into that, thank you, Brian, for joining me today for this workout. Thank you all for joining us today for this workout. And thank you to Sport Canada and Canadian Heritage for funding the Ayungitude program, which Makutasiatuk is a part of. So thank you all very much for joining us today. Thank you to everyone supporting this program. And let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to do as part of our warm-up is we're just going to really try to open everything up. I say that all the time, but we're just going to rotate our shoulders. So we're going to do 30 seconds back, 30 seconds forward. Getting ready, and we're just going to start now. So just coming back behind the shoulders, just like so. So again, really trying to open that rotator cuff and just get it used to these movements. Eight more seconds, I believe. Perfect. Now, opposite weight, bringing them forward. Again, just 30 seconds. Again, go at your own pace. Really bring those shoulders up and around. Five more seconds. Perfect. So really just open everything up. So we're really trying to focus on our delts as well as that rotator cuff. So again, just trying to get those joints ready for this movement. The second thing we're going to do is 4-direction hand clamps. So or hand clenches, balling of the fist, whatever you want to name it. So we're just going to be keeping our arms forward for this exercise. So keeping my palms facing down, just parallel to my shoulders, straight above my chest. And we're just going to clench our hands just like so. So this is a holding movement, which is going to be really great for the delts. Just open and closing into a fist, clenching hard. We're going to warm up our wrists, our grip, our forearms, and we're going to be holding this position, really trying to grow our delts. So doing this for 30 seconds each direction. We'll be changing soon. 15 seconds here. Okay, so after that, now we're gonna turn them up. So now my palms are facing the ceiling, same thing, straight shoulders, straight ahead, straight arms, and we're gonna begin. So just clenching that fist. So you're gonna really feel that tightness in the forearm, really gonna get it to open up. And if it gets too tight at any point, you can let go of that fist and you can just bring your fingers to your palm as if you're saying, you know, come on, bring it. And again, just really great. Again, if it's too hard on your hands, just keeping those arms straight is great enough. but we're really trying to open everything up. Perfect. Now, out to the side. So putting our arms out to the side. Now I'm going to have the back of my hands facing forward so that my palms are facing behind me. And now I'm going to start that workout again. Same thing. Arms out to the side. So now we're really, really flexing those deltoids, starting to get our ROMs in there as well. And of course, this holding position is great for the lats in this fly position. So 15 more seconds. I hope that me calling that out is going to be helpful to anybody feeling that tightness in their forearms. Again, go at whatever pace works for you. You could even flick your fingers out to really ease some of that tension, but still work those tendons out. And now flipping to the other side. So palms now facing forward again. It's killer, gonna be real killer for our forearms and the shoulder. You'd be surprised really what you could do just in holding movements. Again, always rotate your wrists in and out. Again, really warm us up. This is really gonna benefit us later on in the workout, but also in life. And again, now my arms straight up to the sides, palms are facing forward. And same thing, clenching that fist. And again, you can even just do the fingers. You can flick them out like so. Whatever works for you, just to get those hands moving. I recommend probably doing all of them just randomly in this 30-second joint. $15 more seconds here. Whew. There we go. So again, really great stuff. Opening everything up. Again, it's really great just to get everything pulse. You can really feel, especially for myself, if I grip my forearm, you can really feel that blood flow. Forearms are feeling thick. So it's a good workout though. It's going to be great to help us get that extra leverage and all the things that we need. The forearms and the wrists are basically the core of your arms. Without that strength, everything is 10 times more difficult. Curling, lifting, everything without wrist strength and of course forearm strength. So it's good that we got that good and done with. So now we're going to do some just some position switching. So we're going to go from the push-up position, so straight back into that push-up position. Now we're just going to go backwards into downward dog. So pushing with our shoulders, straightening them out and back down, back up. And so we're going to do this 20 times, but we're not doing push-ups. We're just straight arm, rotating those shoulders. So again, in push-up position, straight back, back down, straight up, sticking the butt in the air, back down. So just the simple movement, 20 times. Go at your own pace. You can take a break, you can do 10, you can do 5. And you can certainly break them into sets. As a good guide, you want to try to get your head without moving it between your biceps. Again, relying only on our shoulders to move us back. Just doing 4 more here. So again, really great at just getting that rotation in to our shoulders or to our delts. So now we're going to do just some little fun warm up, as if this wasn't fun enough, am I right? And so we're going to just do some cross chest punching. So of course, you don't want to punch, you can just keep your hands open, resting, however that looks. And again, reaching across your chest as if you're doing a shoulder stretch across chest, but instead just punching. So keeping the core straight, back straight. Again, punching straight across. So we're going to do this 20 times each side. And again, this is one exercise where you really don't want to go too speedy because, of course, hitting the whip, we're going to pull our shoulder blade doing this exercise. So you really want to take it slow, go at that pace that fits you. 6 more here. And again, so it's really just that good motion. You're going to feel it in your pec as that pec extends that arm over to the side. So it's a great multi-purpose workout. Other side now. I just like to brace my core. This is totally just a me thing. Just makes my body not twist with the punch. Of course, if you've thrown a couple punches in your life, you twist with your obliques and your hips or with your back. And so again, bracing the core, keeping everything straight, just punching across the chest. Sorry about that. There was a spider crawling on my knee and that had to stop. So just getting through this last one here. Again, trying to get that elbow back as well. Again, totally at your own pace. Elbow behind, clenching that one shoulder blade and just throwing across. So 5 more here. Perfect. So again, really great opening up that shoulder blade. Again, broken record with the shoulder blade openness. So now after those, we're going to do some closed or close grip. So hands close together, and we're going to do some cat poses. So this might actually be a little bit beneficial just so you guys can see my hand placement. And essentially, in the cat pose position, my hands are going to be in a diamond position or a heart or a triangle. Probably shouldn't do that because that's like Rockefeller Illuminati stuff. But just coming down into that triangle push-up position. Again, hands in that triangle, close together, close grip. And we're just going to roll our shoulders. So putting our shoulders down, but trying to get our shoulder blades, our upper back up in the air. So again, from the side, again, trying to get that close grip, triangle, pushing our shoulder blades into the air, our upper back, pushing our shoulders down, holding this cat position. So again, keeping that close grip really makes us round our shoulders, round our back, and force our shoulder blades into the air. So we're going to do that movement 20 times, as usual. And again, curving that back, coming back down into that cow position, and back down. So again, keeping that close grip just makes it that much more easy to curve that back. And get it in. So this is really good for the rotators as well as we're trying to push our shoulders up. So it's really making us activate that shoulder stretch and extension. Just gonna do this 3 more times now, I think. Just on the last one. Whew. So again, really great trying to rotate those shoulders, round them up. But of course, going back to that straight back posture. Now for the final moment, we're just gonna do a light stretch to really get us in the mood for this workout. So for this, putting the arms behind the head. So again, really trying to push our elbows back as far back as you can, pushing that chest forward, bringing the neck back, bringing that head back, and just opening up that chest, opening up the shoulders, clenching those shoulder blades, leaning back with it. Just 30 seconds here. I'm already really feeling the stretch in my back. And again, just opening up that chest, stretching out the shoulders. 10 more seconds. Perfect. So you should really feel that in your upper back as well as your mid back from where we were bending. Then really great to target that middle to upper back. Leave the lower back for core days. So we've gotten through our warm up, we've gotten through some light stretching, and now it's a good time to get into our workout. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is some uppercuts. So these uppercuts are going to be cross uppercuts, so coming across the body and upwards. So again, not as if you're hitting somebody in front of you, but as if you are not hitting anybody at all, actually. Bring that fist across the body over your opposite shoulder. So just imagine keeping that back straight, bringing that up. So of course, to make this more difficult, you can either have some light weights, because we're going to be using one hand at a time, you don't want to overpower that arm, or you can use a resistance band. So for myself, again, just some minor setup here. And again, I have this resistance band. So now we're going to be doing some cross body uppercuts. So again, if you don't have resistance bands, that's totally fine. If you don't have weights, that's totally fine, because this is definitely a full body workout when we punch with our shoulder, twist with our body. Great full body workout for our upper body. So starting with my left hand, as you can see, I've got some distance from my resistance band. If you're using one, good to create some distance so it's tight. And once you start feeling that resistance, pulling back, this is a good place to start. So bring it up, cross body. Again, just like an uppercut. So we're going to do this 20 times each side. Again, if you have light dumbbells, you can punch with that dumbbell up. Two more here on this side for me. So again, great workout for our shoulder. I really felt it on the last one, just letting go. So now I'm just gonna turn my back to you. which I'm sorry for. And same thing, just switching sides, creating that distance and uppercutting across that body. Five more. Whew. So again, great workout. An excellent way to build up that singular dependency on the shoulder. So it adds in that extension, that rotation, all the way up to this point, and of course, adding that divot, that flex in your arm, although simulating a punch, also is just really great for adding that extra bit of weight on the shoulder to again simulate some real life movements. So after that, we are done our first workout. So the second thing that we're going to work on is a shoulder press. So a shoulder press can be done a few ways. Of course, if you don't have any weights or weighted objects, just a simple 90-degree bend in the arm, reaching up, just like so. And again, adding some holding there will really increase that weight so that you're lifting your entire upper body, again, with those shoulders. So imagine that you're just trying to lift your forearms, your biceps, all that stuff with just your shoulders. So use that you do that with a resistance band is, of course, to stand on the band, reaching up, just like so. Or of course, the way that I prefer it as well is to use dumbbells. So for this, we're just going to be doing 10 by 2. So we're going to do 10 repetitions here, take a break, do another 10. So I'm going to be taking dumbbells, again, at that shoulder press position, lifting up, back down, back down, so great workout for our shoulders. So it's really that press, to really see it as a curl for your shoulder, push up for your shoulder, however you want to look at it. Great exercise. Extending forward, bringing them back down. And when we brace our shoulders and keep them at that holding position, we're getting that extra plank or holding workout associated with our delts. I'm going to do another 10. So bringing them up above the shoulders, back down, Whew. Whew. great workout for the shoulders. Already out of breath. So again, really good. Just pressing that shoulder up. Great for the upper chest as well, although not as significantly. Now we're going to do some body weight exercises. The first one is going to be some wide grip push-ups. So getting in that push-up position as wide as you can go and just pushing up. So for me, again, if you can get them parallel to your shoulders, straight up to the side, that's perfect. It'll simulate that shoulder press, but as wide as you can. Great stuff. So getting into the wide grip push-up position, just like so. As you can see, my arms are wide. And we're just going to do 10. Oh, baby food. Baby food. So getting through those 10 wide grip push-ups. That was a joke. It wasn't baby food. It was pretty difficult. So we've done those 10. Getting into a nice rest here. And again, like always, if you're resting, make sure you're breathing. Even between me, I let a statement out on a deep exhale and inhale on my next words. So again, just stretching everything out. Make sure that we're rested, ready to jump into the next workout. So, of course, we look for quality over quantity. And we don't make mistakes, we just make adjustments. So if you need to be on your knees, absolutely go for that knee push-up. If you want to make it harder, elevate your feet on something. Always room for improvement. So getting into this wide grip now. Wide grip push-up. Find where you are most comfortable and most safe, but can really feel that workout. Again, getting through those 10. Good job. So we've gotten through our push-ups. So again, really great for the shoulder, simulating that press, but with more weight. So now we're going to do some cross chest flies. So of course, remember that cross punch, similar thing, except now we're going to be steadying a dumbbell, bringing it around, bringing it right back. And of course, we're going to drop that dumbbell, take it back up again, and we're going to do that same motion. So obviously go with something a little bit lighter if you can. If you can't, then there is room. Certainly just do cross chest flies. Again, coming at that X angle. Be careful again. So for me, I'm coming up, coming right into the center of my chest, not too close to the side because we could pop a shoulder, but just right in the middle of that line. Otherwise, what that'll look like, bringing it up, over, down, putting them down. Give yourself a rest because it's a difficult exercise and we really want to get over, get some good quality out of those. And again, we're just going to be doing 10 because it's a 2-part movement. Back up, lifting, holding, 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 back down. So again, it's really good for that shoulder control. It's a great workout. And it's good. Get into that resting position. It's also great because we rest and trick our shoulders back up. And again, it's great for the pecs, closing those pecs together. I think that was 6. So 3 more, unless I'm mistaken, but I think it's 3 more. Coming up. Just like so. So of course I'm breathing in a very extreme way, just because it helps release that tension, and of course get a bigger push out of it. 2 more. Just like so. So again, great movement. We're really getting that full rotation in our shoulders, which of course we're not used to. Very rarely are we doing these type of movements. The dogs are fighting outside, of course. To the side, forward, and down. So again, great stuff, all about control. And it is a hard workout, stabilizing those weights the whole time. But it's great, and it'll really help us get into further exercises down the road. Now we're going to do just another 10. Again, take a bit of a longer rest there. Just make sure that we're all in the right headspace. Back straight. And again, just doing those workouts. So if you can hold those long, definitely go for it. You want to just try to break those up in a way that you're maintaining that same length of hold. Again, quality over quantity. So into another set. Yeah, really great for those shoulders. Back up. So we're going to start feeling that in our forearms now. I'm sure everyone is there, or from the start. Again, real control to bring that in over our chests. I'm certainly trying right now just to add a little bit, just 1 second, maybe every rep. Try to get that hold longer. But I'm certainly feeling my cap. Okay, great exercise. Great exercise. So feeling everything. This is exactly why we wanted to train our grip at the start, because really holding on to these objects is very difficult. I believe we have 5 more to go and we're done. At least this workout. Oh, wow. So, great workout. Certainly feeling it everywhere. Can even see myself getting more more blood pumping in my my video reflection here. So again, great stuff. Bringing those weights together. Again, touching both ends of the weights. Good stuff. But once you get to that position, of course, try not to push those dumbbells together. because that will of course make it easier on the shoulders. That's not what we want. So up. Just like so. So great workout. Certainly feeling that in my forearms. I believe I think we're at 2 more now. So just coming up. Back down. We're on the last one. Try to make this one count. And let's get into it. So last one. Certainly made that one count. Oh, so great workout.
So I was just thinking, because I'm lucky enough to have a couple of lightweight dumbbells, but if you only had one, is it a completely different exercise to do it on one side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Switch over?
Absolutely. Yep.
Feel it here when I did that, but you don't have that when you do it with 2. So you really want 2 to balance it out, I guess?
Yeah, so you really want to, if you're focusing on our lats, of course, the shoulders for those flies. If you're doing one, it was actually, it's gonna be sort of similar to those oblique curls that we did, except we'll be, of course, hitting the top of our obliques, and we'll be getting a lot stronger shoulder, deltoid, rotator cuff movement. So it is stronger just as a full body workout on the side, but it won't be hitting as hard for our lats because our obliques will be used to steady ourselves, if that makes sense.
The hardest thing I had just now about doing that one was when coming forward, not to just like arch my back to try and take back some of that weight, but then taking it off of your shoulders at that point, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right when it's out front, like that is the, that's where it's the hardest for our shoulders for sure, because we don't have anything like laterally. We've got the whole spine, we've got the back, we've got the abs, the core, everything is supporting us. When you're coming forward, you're really only relying on our traps as stabilizing muscles. So
I don't know if you could see, but when I was doing like the second one, my feet started to lift up. I like started to fall forward.
Oh man, I'm telling you, we can never underestimate these workouts. Like the amount of times of like falling over, I'm slipping and sliding. Like that's just me, It's totally on me. Whew. So now that we've gotten through those, we're going to do some lateral flies. So this is going to be really focused on our lats. So for me, what I like to do is I like to keep my arms bent 90 degrees, back, sort of bent forward, coming up, clenching those shoulder blades together, almost shrugging with our shoulders and our traps. And again, as you can see, my head is coming down, really trying to focus on the lats and clench those shoulder blades. So we're going to finish off with 10 of those, rest, and another 10. So again, coming a little bit forward, just like so. So if you can imagine having the dumbbells here, just like so.
Turn sideways on that one.
As you can see, slight bend forward, dumbbells together here, just at about hip level.
And you want to keep your arms bent at around 90, you said?
Yeah, exactly. Because we really want to try to just really focus on the lats. Extending those arms out, of course, the forearms are going to get engaged and really take away from that. So,
gotcha.
It's really pretty good. So again, you can of course do these standing if you would like. But just for today, on my knees. So we're just going to do 10, take a rest, do another 10. And let's get it. Whew. So good stuff. Again, I really give us that lean forward because it really engages our upper back, our shoulders, our shoulder blades. So again, it's really great at just hitting everything in the upper back. Again, focusing on those lats. So good stuff. Hop into those next 10. Again, always got your own pace. Making sure that you're not lifting one higher than the other. If you find that you're unstable in doing those workouts, take a break because it's a co-op, it's a cooperative workout. You really want to engage both of them evenly. So if you find that you're lifting your left or your right higher than the other, take that rest. Take a moment to stretch, neck to one shoulder, neck to the other, back, scissoring, one hand on top of the other as you go opposite. Just those things will really help you get back into that even shoulder. On to the last 10. Together, bent arms. Good 10. Hitting those shoulder blades for sure in the delts, shoulders, rhomboids, everything. So now on to our last final, for sure final exercise. I realize now I skipped over one. And we're actually going to be doing some rows. So definitely the most important exercise just for the rhomboids, because again, we're pulling that lateral pull, pulling it in. Good for our lats. Lats are pulling it in. Rhomboids, shoulder blades, clenching everything tight. Great workout. So just as a simple setup, if you're benefited by having long legs like me, again, feet together. And there's a couple ways that you could do this. We can do this sitting, or you can bend your back so that you are, if you can imagine yourself sitting down on your bum, that you are just above your hips in that sitting position and pulling upwards. So again, if you are not that tall, you can of course widen your step, stepping on the resistance bands so that there is way more of a pull. And again, bending over, bringing those up, just like so. So again, if you want to stand, widening out those feet, and you're going to start feeling that pull right at the mid to upper back. Pulling that in, or you can use some type of a post, something you can wrap them around. So again, just pulling the resistance bands into your stomach, again, either standing or sitting, rowing them back. So keeping that back straight. And again, just hitting 10. Whew. So another important thing to do as well is if you've got that around your feet, try to curl your feet forward so that it won't slip. And if it does slip, it slides underneath your calf, not into your face, like happened to me.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
So,
But I don't know if if this is common, but my I think my resistance bands are too long for my legs. So I really got to tighten up on them quite a lot in order to get the resistance that I'm looking for. Uh, so if I'm like essentially in like sumo squat position and I'm doing it, am I still hitting the right spots?
You might not be, just because that will, like, as you are sort of putting your back more into that straight position, as you have to kind of leverage it, you're going to start hitting the shoulder blades in the chest instead of the lower rungs, because you really want to be pulling here to the belly button.
You want to be doing this instead of like this.
Exactly, yeah. You want to be pulling it straight to the stomach, clenching those shoulder blades. So it might just be better, honestly, just to wrap around something. Like, although it's hard because I know that that's not always an option. But something like this works perfectly for me.
Yeah, I got something here.
Awesome. Okay. And then, yeah. All right. So in this position now, really important here that we are pulling to our belly button. And again, keeping that back straight, clenching the shoulder blades together. Just doing 10. 2 more. Just like so. So again, keeping that back straight, clenching the shoulder blades as you pull in. Great stuff.
And that's what I was about to ask, is like it feels like it's so much easier to lean back and do this one, but I guess then you're missing that muscle group, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, you really want to just keep a straight back, and you really want to just try to imagine that you're trying to push your elbows as far back as you can, clenching everything, pulling it right back. So again, for me, like, that just happens to be right where my stomach is. But of course, if you know, for whatever reason, you're ending here, then it can go past your body, if that makes sense. With the resistance bands. Cool.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I was about to ask, is like I'm pretty far away from what I have my resistance bands anchored onto, and right now getting like alongside my hips is just about impossible. Like it's everything I've got to get there. So I guess I'm sitting in the right place.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's where you want it to end if you can. Cool. Thanks.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So again, for me, just right here at the hips. That's my reach. So just here. Okay, so let's get into it. Last 10. 3 more. So there we go. Got through that workout. Great stuff. Should really be feeling that in that shoulder, in the muscles, just in the upper back, right around the spine, the top of the spine. Great workout. So now that we're done, we're going to get into just a basic cool down. First, starting with a cross chest stretch. So taking the shoulder, cross the chest, keeping it just parallel with your other shoulder, and just bringing it in. Holding this for 10 seconds. Switching sides. Cross chest. Looks like me and Brian can give each other props over here. Yeah, yeah. So again, stretching out the shoulders. Great stuff. Really adds in that additional pull of the shoulder. It's really great. So now we're going to do something similar to that cat pose, but we're going to get in plank position, except we're going to get on our forearms and we're going to make a triangle with our forearms. So if you can imagine having your forearms flat, creating that triangle through your arms, getting into that plank position, and we're going to force our back to curl, again, just like we had done with that close grip cat pose. So same thing, getting into a triangle with your forearms. And again, trying to push and lift our upper back with our shoulders. So we're just going to hold. Once you get into that position, we're just going to hold that for 10 seconds. Again, curving that spine, pushing with our pecs, getting our upper back up in the air. So it's really going to feel like we're doing a shrug, and it's exactly what it is, that tight shrug, forcing our rounded body up in the air, just like so. And of course, always coming right back into a straight position. We certainly don't want to have that rounded posture when doing these workouts generally. So now we're going to get into a half push-up. And we're going to hold that half push-up. So right at that bend in the arms, again, halfway to the floor, halfway to straight arms. And we're just going to hold that wide grip push-up. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So again, remembering the wide grip, getting down and holding for 10 seconds. Clenching our shoulder blades. Just like so. So again, really good stuff. Really helps open up everything. Stretches out the shoulders. And of course, it's a great little extra workout. Get the blood flow going. So of course, we're going to do downward dog. Great for the shoulders, great stretch. And so we're going to get in that position after 10 seconds. We're going to come right back down into sun salutations. And then we're going to finish with a reverse plank, which is essentially sun salutations, but backwards. So starting in downward dog. Again, coming upwards and really pushing with our shoulders. After 10 seconds here, coming down into sun salutation. So now you're really going to try to push upwards with your shoulder. Very much a reverse shrug. Trying to push up with our shoulders. 10 seconds here. And now we're going to end in that reverse plank. So a little bit difficult here. keeping our legs straight and just coming off of the floor, pushing our pelvis up so that we are at a diagonal, but everything is straight. So just at a diagonal, back, spine, hips, legs, arms, everything straight. Pushing up with our shoulders, holding this for 10 seconds. Whew. After that, gotten through our Monday, Labor Day, upper body workout. So just to recap, we've hit those delts, our shoulders, that rotator cuff in our shoulder. We hit those rhomboids. We've done some lats. So it was a really great all-purpose upper back workout. So really good stuff. So again, thank you all for joining us today. This has been a great workout. I've certainly had a lot of fun, especially implementing some new things. So thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you, Brian, for joining me from TIA. Thank you, Sport Canada Canadian Heritage, for funding the Ayungatu program, which Makitatiatuk is a part of. So losing my voice a little bit, I think. And yeah, other than that, I'll be seeing everybody Wednesday for a really good core workout. Try to implement some new things there as well.